making more budget changes this year. We will depart from business as usual.
But our investigation has found Denver's mayor departing from the city's airport and not from business as usual. During the past 2 calendar years, Mayor Wellington Webb billed city taxpayers for 22 trips. He spent more than 95 days on the road. He's traveled coast to coast and around the globe, ringing up a taxpayer tab of more than $41,000.
Travel is expensive, there's no question about it.
And it becomes even more expensive when you look at the spending decisions we discovered during a review of the mayor's expense reports. All 6 times Mayor Webb rented a car, he failed to refill the tank, leaving Denver taxpayers to pay a bill of between $3 and $6 per gallon.
He barely has time to check in before, I mean, I've seen it.
So then he's never really had an opportunity to fill up the tank.
That's
what
absolutely
you want
right.
Taxpayers to believe.
Well, I don't want them to believe it. I can say that typically that's what happened.
The mayor's hotel phone charges raise other questions.
The message that this sends is it's not my money. I can go ahead and ring up expensive phone charges at hotel rates, and either no one's going to know or it doesn't matter.
Well, I think that's the way that Tony Kovaleski is looking at it.
Here's one of several examples. Last September, the Conference of Mayors. Denver's mayor spent more than $330 during the 3-day conference on phone calls, all using a hotel phone at inflated hotel rates, instead of his city cell phone or a calling card.
Yeah, he probably could have used a phone card, and I think that that's more of a staff responsibility to make sure that he is using that. And so I'll take responsibility for that.
We also questioned this expense report from last year's U.S. Conference of Mayors meeting in New York City. The conference hotel offered rooms at $205 per night. Mayor Webb's registration shows he declined that rate, instead making his own arrangements. Here's where he stayed, a suite in an upscale Manhattan hotel. This time, Denver taxpayers paid more than $600 for a single night.
He had several meetings that were closer to that hotel, and it was more central to him being able to go to those meetings as well as being able to catch his flight when he needed to catch his flight.
That may sound reasonable until you review a map of Manhattan. Look closely. The mayor's $600 per night suite, just a block and a half from the conference hotel. The hotel with rooms at just $200 a night. And both hotels are exactly 18 miles from the airport.
It doesn't look great, and I think that just on that alone, it's not something we typically do, so I think that it's a case where the mayor thinks it is appropriate for us to refund half the money.
Fuel charges, phone bills, and a hotel suite, paid with taxpayer money, coming at a time when the city has postponed raises, raised service fees, and talked about work furloughs.
I will not mortgage future administrations by continuing to spend at levels that cannot be sustained by our revenues. We will have to make reductions in our expenditures, yes.
When you talk about the mayor's travel, the message that's being sent is tightening the belt is not necessarily the top priority.
Are there areas where we can improve? There absolutely is. And investigative reporters like yourself are going to keep holding us to the fire, and that's completely appropriate.